A live stream headed up to North Bend, Washington, and we can do some Q&A on the drive out there. I'm in Normandy Park. It's going to take me probably about an hour to get out there. Just going to go look for some nice snowfall out there and get some video and some images. I'll wait till a few people come on here, but if you guys want, you don't have to, but I'll answer the ones that, if you guys throw me a couple bucks on there, I'll answer those ones first. Just a heads up that I'll be answering the ones. If somebody throws me a couple bucks, then I'll answer those first. But otherwise, we'll do some Q&A on what's going on here. It looks like the warm front right now is kind of draped just south, probably towards, it's close to the southern Puget Sound right now. You can see the southerly winds along the Washington coast. It's still pretty chilly here, and it's all snow here in Normandy Park. We're getting east wind, but it's just not quite cold enough to stick here. So Keith Evans says it's snowing in Arlington. Yeah, we got about 1.3 inches of snow here. It really messed up SeaTac today. I mean, it doesn't take much snow to coat a plane. It's snowing a lot of western Washington today, and really areas Seattle north. You're still getting some accumulating snows. A lot of snow in the mountains, of course. Still snowing here in Normandy Park. It's just not sticking right now. Maybe a little bit more snow Thursday morning, but it's kind of looking like it's going to be mainly higher hills away from the water right now. But that could change also. But I'm going to head eastbound here on 405 and I-90, and then we're going to start getting out into the snow, and I'm going to find some deep snow here this evening. But yeah, if you guys see anything out there, let me know. What are you guys seeing? Nice storm on the infrared satellite imagery also, by the way. I think it's pretty nice looking. You can see it right off the coast of Vancouver Island. Models nailed that storm pretty well. I mean, they modeled how it was going to move nicely. Fairly accurate. The snowstorm overachieved a little bit. I mean, like the HRRR recently this morning was saying that I would get like a couple tenths of an inch of snow, and we ended up getting 1.3, and it was actually kind of disruptive there for a bit. Snowfall sticking on the roadway here in western Washington causes big problems really fast, and especially for airports. I mean, you got to de-ice planes. You can't have any snow or ice adhering to the aircraft at all. You cannot take off. It disrupts the airflow going across the aircraft, and you can't I mean, you don't want to be disrupting lift on your wings as you're going down the runway at 130 knots. It's just not smart, so you have to be very careful. You got to be really safe. You got to de-ice the entire plane. You can have a little bit of cold soaked fuel frost like underneath the wing or something like that, but you cannot have any kind of snow or ice adhering to an aircraft here. And they'll remove the snow and they'll put on type 4 de-icing fluid, and that kind of gives you some protection versus snow accumulating on the plane. So you can de-ice the plane, roll it out there. It can be snowing and you can still take off without having to worry about having snow and ice on the wings. Sorry, what were those messages there? I just missed those. I mean, it was always, the National Weather Service said less than an inch today for Seattle. Most areas probably got around an inch for the Seattle area so far. I wouldn't expect that much. I mean, as the front comes through today, the precipitation rates are going to increase this evening, but it's still going to be a very wet, heavy snow, and it's not going to accumulate to what the models are saying. Like you look at the European, it's still calling for 6+ inches, some areas north of Seattle, but you're not going to see 6 inches of snow on the ground in this storm. It's just, the snow is going to be heavy and wet, and really once you get people driving on it, it's not like it's going to form compact snow and ice anywhere. So right now in the lowlands here, we're not going to be dealing with compact snow and ice on the roadway for long anyway. I mean, it may briefly form in some of the heavier precipitation as it occurs, but we're right here at about freezing in a lot of areas. A lot of places are just above freezing. Some areas north of the dew point is just below freezing. Yeah, Evo Fusion TM. Yeah, stay tuned to the channel here, and I'll teach all about Pacific Northwest weather, especially if you're new here. But this round doesn't look good down for Portland, Willamette Valley yet, but I anticipate that Oregon will get their shots at some lowland snow here as we go through the winter also. Pretty pleasant surprise though. I didn't think that I would get an inch today. I thought I'd probably get like a half an inch and it wouldn't stick on the streets much, but it really coated the streets down here quite nicely. We had an inch, 1.3 inches here in Normandy Park late this morning. So, you know, nice little surprise snow. I'll take it. So I'm going to head on I-405, then going to hit I-90 eastbound, and I anticipate the snow starting to stick probably a lot better as you get off to the east here. You can still see snow around here. I'm just next to SeaTac here, about to get on 518 and go eastbound. Hopefully the traffic isn't too bad out here. The roadway's just bare and wet right now. Going to pass under the, we're just on the north side of the SeaTac runways here in a second. It sure was a mess this morning though, man. There's a lot of snow on some of those planes, so I know that it was hard to get planes out this morning, and I saw a lot of people complaining about the delays. This is just kind of how it works when you have snow at an airport. I mean, not much you can do about it. You got to get the snow off the planes. Well, Jordan, you could get, the precipitation rate is going to increase here in the next few hours, so you might be able to bring some of that colder air down with the precipitation as the precipitation rate increases here. So the dew point won't matter as much in that scenario here, because you're going to be bringing some air down from above the surface. So it'll be some heavy wet snow accumulations, but it's going to be really marginal and close to, or maybe just above freezing. So it's not going to be a big, you know, icy mess on the main roadways anyway. But I anticipate my drive here will get snowier as we go. I'm going eastbound on 518. I'm going to hit 405 and I-90 here. It's not bad here. It's snowing a little bit. You know, it's light snow right now here in SeaTac, Washington. Again, headed eastbound. I'll try to answer any questions here. If anybody throws me a couple bucks on there, I will make sure to answer those questions first as we get going here. I assume I'll get more people on this live stream as we go. I have the phone right in front of my face, so I can kind of see the text messages pop up. 2 inches in Monroe. Yeah, dew point 29 in Monroe. That's good for continuing snowfall. I assume the snow's fairly on the heavy wet side. Definitely not going to be powder with this kind of a setup. Yeah, the high resolution model, the high resolution rapid refresh has been showing that rain just barging in here over the next couple of hours. But with that precipitation rate with the front, it might keep it as snow a bit longer. But again, it's not going to be like, you know, an icy oasis out there. It's going to be a wet snowfall. But yeah, if you get any kind of elevation with these storms, I mean, move off into the Issaquah Highlands and you move off east towards North Bend and the mountains and some places up north, you get some pretty good snowfall amounts out of this. Like I said, it got 1.3 inches of snow in Normandy Park, and it was covering the roads there for a while, pretty slick out there, so it was, you know, fairly disruptive for a time. Jeffrey Sturgeon, 29 dew point. Where are you, Jeffrey? Hot in the car here. I gotta turn down the heat. Yeah, that low pressure coming in a little bit north like that. We're getting some east winds all the way down here towards Normandy Park and SeaTac. But really, there's not a lot of cold. I mean, there was some cold air in place here, but it's not a very dynamic air mass. I mean, it got down into the low 30s at my house this morning. We brought some dry air in and got some evaporative cooling, but there wasn't that much cold air in place, really. We let the Tesla auto drive do most of the work here because it is very conservative on braking for others. Yeah, Lakewood down by Tacoma. Yeah, it wasn't really supposed to snow much down there today. Too much warm air coming in already. At least you got a little, you can see it snow. I mean, just a little first taste of winter, and it's not even technically winter. Yeah, meteorological winter starts December 1st, so we still have a couple days to go here. We got 3 good months coming up here, potentially December, January, February. Can all produce good snowstorms across a lot of the Pacific Northwest. So it's good things to look forward to here coming up. Goldsboro, Washington, reading 37. Now that's a little on the warm side there. It was 34 when I left my house next to SeaTac. I can see snow on the hill there when I look off east of Renton up there, up ahead here, but there's not much snow down in the valley here. Some of these cars have snow on them though. Sorry, I'm messing with the zoom here on the video, so I'll just leave it here as it is. Rob and Kim Woods, 450 feet, 30 degrees, snowing 2 miles east of I-5 in Bellingham. Sounds like a good spot today. See some continuation of your snowfalling towards later tonight. Looks like we have about 71 viewers here now. Headed northbound on I-5 here. I'm going to hit I-90 and go east. Should run into some pretty good snowfall as I move on east here. Traffic not too bad yet. Grand Mound this morning, 1/2 inch. Yeah, there's winters out tonight, especially Tacoma south towards Olympia, up towards Port Townsend area, San Juan, some of the Whidbey Island area, some strong southeasterlies up there. Washington, Oregon coast could get some pretty good wind tonight as well. 60 miles per hour, not out of the question for the Oregon coast. Probably in the 50s in some of the southwest Washington coast. That guy just kind of cut me off there. I-5 North Everett, wet snow. Yeah, there's some melting going on. That'll continue probably for most of the Puget Sound lowlands as we go through tonight. Daniel says we have an inch in Enumclaw. Roads look good so far. Traffic flowing well. Yeah, it's not bad here. Just bare and wet. It is snowing here, but you can see snow on the mountain, the hills around. Not mountains, but the houses around up here on the hills around me. You can see some snow on them. Yeah, I'm hoping it's going to be a little bit better snow as we go out to the east here, so. Nice little first taste of snow. It's actually a little, it's technically a fall snowstorm here, or snowfall. Meteorological winter, like I said, starts December 1st. Winter solstice, I think, what, December 21st this year, I want to say. That's going to be some good precipitation amounts moving down through the Oregon coast. That frontal system as it moves south. A lot of flakes in the air here, but still bearing wet on the road here anyway. I'm coming up on Sunset Boulevard. Now going to be some gusty winds tonight. The HRRR is bringing that gusty wind all the way up towards Seattle, 50 miles per hour. The NAM says more closer to 40, low 40s, and the European saying mid-30s for Seattle. So there's a big discrepancy in the models on the wind speed for Seattle today, but looks Tacoma and Olympia look a little bit better for stronger winds. Of course, those southeasterlies are going to get going, if they're not already starting up here, towards Port Townsend, San Juan County, Whidbey Island. Trying to zoom in a little bit here, but not too much. There we go. Traffic's not bad, although it's way up here till I-90 here. Let's see. Yeah, roads aren't too bad. It's snowing here, but it's not sticking. We're coming up on Newport and Factoria here shortly, then turning right onto I-90. Whenever you got de-icing going on at SeaTac, you know you're going to have delays. That was pretty brutal watching it this morning. It takes them a while to de-ice some of those planes, too. Raining in Enumclaw, says Daniel. Hopefully my snow, I'm going towards North Bend right now. Yeah, so everyone, I'm headed north on I-405. I'm going to go north on east on I-90. Then I'm going to go for east North Bend, go a little bit towards Snoqualmie Pass maybe, and see what it looks like out there. It looks like the temperatures are pretty good. Should be some nice snowfall out there. Everybody enjoyed that bit of snowfall we got this morning. Came in a little bit earlier than initially suggested. Again, about 1.3 inches at my home in Normandy Park. Yeah, thanks guys. Hopefully you enjoyed that snowfall today. Maybe we'll get a little bit more tomorrow and Thursday. Who knows? Some of the models are showing a little bit of cold air hanging around the area as well. Sometimes those can trend up. We'll have to just watch it over the next few days. If I can share this. Can I put this on Twitter just right now? I guess I can, huh? Let me try. Headed by Lake Washington here, still snowing, still bearing wet on the roads. Anybody up over 2 inches that's watching right now? That frontal system moving through up north, as it moves through north of Seattle, should be kind of interesting. You probably get some moderate heavy snow at times, very wet heavy snow. Temperatures right around freezing. So it might be disruptive for a couple hours. Yeah, Spokane's plenty cold right now. Any precip that comes over there is going to be in the form of snow, eastern Washington. Dew points in the teens, temperatures in the 20s. California is going to get a good storm here coming up in the next few days. Sierra Nevada packing up with snow, Cascades, Oregon. Good to get these early season snowfall packs going on. John says it's just starting in Bellingham. 9 degrees in Spokane this morning. Well, there's going to be a frontal system sliding down California. It's going to really impact much of the state. Bring some good snows to Sierra Nevada, some rain down through Southern California. But it's going to fade with the higher terrain. But yeah, we're going to be playing cat and mouse with some systems here the next week or so here in the Pacific Northwest. Maybe we'll get another shot of cold air on through next week. Let's see how that goes. Yeah, I'm amazed at where some of my viewers live. I've got some people that live out in the rural areas there. So a lot of people that get some pretty extreme weather, some high elevation, low temperatures, nice snowfall. Mount Rainier, negative 18. Yeah, I'll take a coffee right now. That'll be nice. I'm on I-90 here, so let's see what happens once we start getting towards Issaquah and North Bend. Interesting to see where the snow line starts to occur on I-90 here, how far past North Bend you have to go. Northeast winds up north by Darrington, was that? Yeah, there'll probably be some surprise good snowfalls somewhere between that boundary of that cool, dry air up in the northwest interior and where this stronger precipitation comes in north of Seattle. There'll probably be a good little area of some highlighted snowfall amounts. See some snowfall on the side of the roads here now as we're passing. Coming up on Lake Sammamish here on my left. Yeah, no spinouts yet. All is well so far. My car says 37 degrees. So far, so good. See some snow up ahead there towards Issaquah. 2 inches up here, Linwood, 560 feet, Auburn Hill, still snowing, not stopped since this morning. It's kind of how it's been towards SeaTac Normandy Park also. Just stopped sticking after late morning. For some areas, I mean, Olympia and Tacoma down there probably going to get some good southerly winds, some good southeast winds, but it's not going to hit inland that hard. So if you're not on the water, these winds tonight are not going to be that extreme. Kind of on the coastline of the Puget Sound, pretty good winds coming through tonight. San Juan, Port Townsend up there, probably some decent winds. Closer to the water. Admiralty Inlet, Strait of Juan de Fuca. I'll show you guys where I am on the Tesla map. Here you can see Lake Sammamish. I'm just south of it there, my red arrow. Just turned on I-90 a few minutes ago there, headed towards Issaquah. Entering Issaquah now, that sign said. I'm sure Cougar Mountain, Tiger Mountain out here doing pretty well snowfall-wise today. As always, any kind of elevation helps out here for snow. Yeah, thanks. I'll try to enjoy it up here. We'll see how it looks. Snow on the road starts just after exit 34 from Just Joe. About towards North Bend. Friend on Tiger Mountain says it's snowing pretty hard for him. That makes sense. What does Tiger Mountain top out at? 1,300 feet? Is that right? Can't remember now. I don't know if I have winter tires or not. I mean, maybe all season. The Tesla is all-wheel drive. I've had this thing for like 6 years now, so. Atomic Shockwave, yeah, thanks for the kind words. Yeah, the channel's been growing nicely. Got over 14,000 viewers right as the snow was starting this morning. So, yeah, I just like to get the word out to people. I just like to share weather information. It's just kind of fun for me, and I know people like it. It's fun to have the community bond together and be on the same page as far as what's coming, especially. Yeah, I hear people driving around with studded tires quite a bit, but you only need them, yeah, for, you know, it's kind of like the summer heat. You only need it for a certain amount of time during the season, but I guess it can help for black ice too. It can kind of sneak up on you also. Not sticking to the roads down there in Oregon. Yeah, it looks like right now the snow situation in Southern Sound looks, it's kind of iffy. It could trend either way. It was showing some snow getting towards Seattle on Wednesday night, Thursday morning, but now it's kind of backing off a little bit for the higher elevation in the South Puget Sound, but we'll just watch it for now. It's going to be hard to tell until probably tomorrow morning. I'm going out to North Bend. Finally got a day off here, so I'm going to head out to North Bend and see what's going on out here. I imagine there's probably a bunch of people going out to the mountains to see the better snowfall now that it's starting to rain and melt here in the lowlands, or actually from Seattle south. Still snow in Seattle north. shoot by this truck here. Go charge up at the supercharger here at, I think it's exit 38. Some snow on the side of the road here. Snow falling pretty good here in the Hood Canal area. I may go up to the pass tonight. I don't know yet. Decide. It depends on what the snow's like just east of North Bend or not. Yeah, the Issaquah Highlands are around here, and I see some pretty good snow on this hill to the right of me. Might be hard to see on the screen there, but you can see it pretty well. Is that? I forget, that area considered the Issaquah Highlands off to the right of I-90? Yeah, I noticed the temperature dropped a little bit again there, where I was also, SeaTac. Now you can definitely tell there's more snow out here versus just a few miles back, that's for sure. A lot of snow on the trees coming up here. Still bare and wet. Dropped to 35 on my car thermometer now. I'm near High Point, coming up on Preston on I-90. So I'll be in North Bend here in the next 10 minutes or so. But definitely more snow out here. Don't see much wind here right now. It looks like it's far end is saying there's winds picking up north. Thanks everybody. Thanks for all my subscribers. If you're not a subscriber, sign up, turn your notifications on, click like. Ann is in Wenatchee. You guys are probably getting some, or you have nice snow on the ground right now. Is it snowing over there just yet? Is there a Windy? Oh, can you download the Windy app in the Tesla? I have not tried that. I should try that. That sounds like something fun to do. It's like about 153 people watching right now. Definitely see the snow increasing on the side of the roads here. Still bare and wet, 35 degrees. Yeah, if you guys go to my Twitter page and watch the YouTube video of the SeaTac airport de-icing, it's pretty crazy. Sun River, Oregon, 6 inches of snow on the ground. Getting hot in my car here. Yeah, trees look great out here. Nice wintry scene. Got people going 90 miles an hour here on I-90 passing me. Yep, Subarus are good to have for the snow. to have a Subaru all-wheel drive. Hour south of Sun River, Oregon, 3 inches of snow on the ground. The Highway 90 18 interchange is at 1,000 feet elevation here. Now Sarah Anderson, that's born and raised here in the Pacific Northwest. So then it drops down, I think North Bend is somewhere around 500 feet, so it must drop down quite a bit to North Bend, then it picks back up again. Yeah, a lot of people are transplants from other areas. I don't know why that is. I think if you sign out and sign back into your YouTube channel, then you can go ahead and turn on your notifications. I've heard other people do that. They had to sign out and back in. But yeah, it is, temperatures dropped since I've been going eastbound here, and there's a lot more snow on the side of the roads. Typical Northwest climate, you climb up an elevation, you drop that temperature, and snow starts to come pretty quick. Jeffrey Sturgeon, 500 feet North Bend, that's what I remember too. Unsub and resub, you hear that, guys? If you're having problems with notifications, oh, that guy just had a blown tire to my right there. If you guys having a problem with your turning on notifications, unsubscribe and then resubscribe. Yeah, that east wind coming through that Snoqualmie Pass area will trap cold air in, kind of in the valley there. I better plug in my phone just in case here. Down to 34 on the Tesla thermometer here. Yeah, it was nice to see the snow today, and it was disruptive for maybe an hour or two, but not too bad. Unless you're at the airport, it was not too bad, Seattle South. I can't speak north of Seattle how it's going right now, even though I think it's still kind of a wet snowfall. Now we're dropping down back into the valley here a bit, down towards North Bend, then we're going to start up again. And now there's snow blowing around on the road here. I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's snow swirling around on the road. 30, yeah, here we go. We got snow on the road. There's gusty winds out here now. Things changed here pretty quick. I can see the winds picking up pretty good there. Right in time for the severe side wind sign ahead here coming into North Bend. Yeah, the wind just kicked up like something fierce here. We are now below freezing here on the Tesla thermometer. That was a pretty rapid change. Yeah, I'm slowing it down a bit here. I'm going to go up to the Tesla supercharger and fill my battery. Yeah, I dropped down into this valley, and that for sure was a big change there. Wind started gusting. See the trees moving. Yeah, nice storm system there. It's going to bring some good winds tonight too. If you guys didn't hear that earlier, there's wind advisories up. There's going to be some good southwest winds up by Admiralty Inlet, Strait of Juan de Fuca, San Juan County, Whidbey Island, some of the coastlines of the Puget Sound, even down towards Tacoma and Olympia. Even the HRRR has some upper 40s towards the Seattle area, but the European is saying more towards 35. Temperature went back up to 33 here now. But I'm just going to drop pretty fast here as I go back up in elevation as I get out of North Bend. Well, so that Chris asked about the location of the storm on the infrared satellite imagery. And remember, where you see the loop, I'm coming up on North Bend here. So if you see that circular center to the storm, the actual low pressure center is still to the north side of that loop on the infrared satellite imagery. So it's pretty well in line with what the models were saying, the location of the low pressure system. So when you see that darkening, the kind of circle there that looks like it should be the center of the low pressure, it's actually offset a bit to the north. Pacific Northwest lover. All right, we got a moderator in here. Yeah, it's kind of tricky looking at that. When you look at the infrared, it looks like, oh, there's the low pressure right there, but it's actually offset. It's kind of whatever. Just something you learn with experience. Snowing in Duval right now. Yep. I'm coming up on North Bend here. Well, I just passed that first North Bend exit here. I'll be passing Riverbend and Tanner here in a little bit, and I'll be at the Twin Falls, near the Twin Falls area. It says 33 on the Tesla thermometer right here. We're still kind of down here in the low-lying area here by North Bend. For whatever reason, I can't. My windshield's getting a little foggy here, and I don't know why. All right, I'm trying to take this steam off my front window here. I'm not sure what just happened there, but it just got kind of steamy in here. Actually, I turn on the AC. Maybe I'll kick that off here and that'll clear it up. Usually the AC clears it up on your windshield though, right? Skadron, Cedo Woolley, snowing lightly. Hail and snow in Tillamook. Yeah, nice. There could be a thunderstorm. There was a thunderstorm outlook for the Washington, Oregon coast today even. Lights are on. Headed eastbound on I-90 here. Coming up on Tanner on my left. Just past exit 32. Riverview School District had a half day of school today. Interesting. Yeah, this isn't the best setup for Portland down there. Sorry, down in Tacoma. I'll slow down a little bit here. You can see all the trucks chaining up, you guys. Look at all the truckers chaining up here. Vehicles over 10,000 gross weight. Traction tires required and changed for vehicles over 10,000. Trying to air out the car here for a minute, guys. Yeah, most truckers are good. They follow the rules. It's just every once in a while you get a rogue trucker doing his own thing out here, though. But most of them are very professional. Oh, I just missed my turn there. Oh, I'm going to swing it over anyway. Got some gusty winds up here. You can see the treetops moving pretty good. Check this out up ahead here. Can you guys see that wind blasting through here? Woo! Some nice gusts going on here. Blowing snow in 32 here. I guess this is technically considered North Bend. There's a police officer back there, so I need to stop completely. Got gusty winds out here. Woo! Tesla service vehicle here. Yeah, those precip rates should be increasing for some areas as that frontal system works its way in here tonight, this evening. So yeah, I'm in North Bend right now. I'm going to hook up the charger to my car. Actually pretty icy out there, and I got to use the next charger, so here we go. Oh, look, snow! There's a snow tornado. You guys see that? Look at that thing. That was cool. Like a snow dust devil / tornado. Oh, vortex moving by there. Snow Devil, yeah. I'm going to have to see if I can catch that on video later and put that in a little YouTube short or something. You can see the flag up there going pretty nuts. Pretty good wind out here. I have the drone with me right now. If it does stop snowing or if I get a crazy feeling, maybe I'll fly it. But yeah, it's coming out of the east here, definitely coming through the pass. There goes a good gust right there. Yeah, it's pretty wicked out here. I'll be right back, you guys. Hang tight. like the mount fell off. Sorry about that. Why this guy's parking next to me? That one's in snow. All right. Let's see here. Okay. Got an avalanche warning for that phone falling down like that. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's been snowing out here for long, so this precip is going to pick up. It's blowing around. It's definitely cold enough to be sticking out here, so it's going to accumulate out here. Yeah, you guys thought that I like collapsed or something. Send help. Here, I'll point this way. Check out, you can see the wind kind of going by here. Car is kind of blocking it. Doesn't look as good as it does in person, but yeah, I'm gonna have to wait a little bit longer for the precip to get up here. Oh, come off there. There we go. I've got light snow, gusty east wind. Got like 2 Tesla service vehicles here. I don't know what they're doing, but yeah, no snow in the trees here. Yeah, down in the valley here in North Bend, you got to get east here to get better elevation. Coming down off of the I-90 Highway 18 exchange, that was pretty crazy. Shifted to that east wind, snow was blowing, temperature dropped. We're gonna put a video card in here. All right, you guys, I'm going to end the live stream until I start heading eastbound. I'm going to charge for a while here, and I will come back on in probably half an hour or so, something like that. But thanks for stopping by here, and I will come on again later tonight. Snow should be continuing up here, so I'll try to live stream again. Probably getting gusts 30, 35 miles an hour here out of the east. Maybe 30 miles an hour. Yeah, but I'll turn the live stream back on, and I'll try to let everybody know. I'll put it on Twitter and stuff. So turn your notifications on. I'll talk to you guys soon.